Jontavius Wyman from Jonesboro High School. Again, right there in Atlanta, Georgia, a place where there's a ton of great defensive backs. Talking about NFL defensive backs. They've been pumping them out. Terrell down there for the Falcons, staying home. There's been a few guys lately, first-round picks from that Atlanta area. Jontavius Wyman. Usually those guys go to Georgia. A lot of times they go to Georgia or Clemson or some of those local schools. Jontavius Wyman was committed to Georgia. Miami goes and flips him. 5'11". I heard he's closer to 6 foot, 170, long arms. And what I like about Wyman is he is a dynamic player. And one thing that, as you see right here, man, one thing that we've lacked to me at corner really since, man, you can go back to like Philip Buchanan era, Antrell Roll, guys like that. How many times have our cornerbacks taken picks to the house, taken punts to the house, and just been athletes, right? We haven't had athletic, dynamic cornerbacks in a long time. We've had some good cornerbacks, and Mike Jackson's playing a long time in the NFL.
Corn Elder was about as dynamic as it gets.
And he was great for us. So,
but he had a really good, that one last year he had, and he was a really solid player for Miami. But at the same time, it wasn't like he was getting pick 6 every other week. But
look, he made the NFL and helped us that was the last time we had really, really good pass defense with Corn Elder and those kind of guys. So this is somebody who I think you watch the film, you're watching him on offense, you're watching return. He can contribute as a returner as well. You're seeing the dynamic ability, and he's not just like a corner or receiver that you're moving a corner. This is a long highlight reel, as you'll see. He has defense-only highlight reel where he's playing defense and playing at a high level with ball hawking ability, but he does it all. And this is real deal competition. I mean, look at this screen. Yeah, he's making these kind of spectacular
that
plays.
Looks like that. I remember when we first saw that clip, it looked like the Lamar Jackson clip when he was in high school.
Boynton Beach, that's right. As we see the Louisville Cardinal logo here. But look, you see him returning punts. When was the last time Miami had a corner that returned punts like this? I mean, really, when was the last time? Someone can remind me. I can't. Malik Young, he didn't return punts at I can't think of the last time we had a corner that was a dynamic punt returner.
Returning kicks at a certain point.
Yeah, but like a dynamic punt returner. I haven't seen it. Here you see him again. So now you see him intercept, make a play after. This is what we need, in my opinion, just to bring a different look to this room. You got Jabari Antoine, who's a quarterback, so he has some dynamic ability, still working his way back from injury. He'll be fine. He's somebody who at least has that offensive skill, but to be more of a big corner, more of a technical corner. Bryce Fitzgerald, if he plays corner, he has some of this ability. We need more dynamic athletes at that position. Chris Ewald, corner only, but doing a really good job playing nickel for the Miami Hurricanes. But I think more dynamic athletes are needed, more dynamic returners are needed. If we're the Miami Hurricanes, we're taking picks back to the house. I think Jontavius Wyman gives you that.
New King God says Cornell to return punts.
Yep. Yeah, his whole high school highlight reel was running really well. He was a great player. I really enjoyed
he was
watching
a basketball player too. He was a point guard of state championship team. So he was a baller all around. I swear when I was recruiting, I would fly to Atlanta like once a week because you get everywhere in Alabama. You can get everywhere. You can get anywhere you want to be from there in the South.
It's the College Football Hall of Fame is in Atlanta. So that tells you just how central it is. Like to your point, Pete, and that a lot of people recruit there. Clemson gets guys from there. Miami gets guys from there. Georgia gets guys from there. Miami has not gotten guys from there, but now they're trying to.
I want to just clarify this. Call me the clean up man. Says no cornerback highlights. So he has. We
put him on.
Well, yeah, he has an entire.
Here we go. So here we go. Here's defensive back highlights. What we got here? There, see, breaking on the ball, getting off a block, making the tackle. Nice. That's what you want to see. I mean, the corners got to tackle in the modern era. There's so much horizontal passing. If your corners can't tackle, they're going to get exposed. And I think that's something you see with Wyman, at least a willingness to tackle. He'll get heavier. But there, look. Ill-advised decision to take it out of the end zone, but that's what a playmaker is.
I don't know. I think they called him down back there. He kind of slowed it down.
Yeah. Look at that nice smile. What a nice picture right there. Shout out to the social media team at the Miami Hurricanes making that thing happen. It's 3:05. I'm home, committed to the University of Miami.